Well. Did you listen to me yesterday when I said don't sell and hold your bags? Well, I hope you did, because we're back on. Green dildos everywhere, green bubbles everywhere, and I think now we can prove that we are in a bullish momentum. And the way we bounced from $60,000, I am even more so sure that this is going to be a place where we're going to put a lot. I still think we could go down to 55 to 56K, like I said yesterday, but at the same time, that would only be a God-given opportunity that I hope to God that we take advantage of. In saying that, I don't want to spend too much time on Bitcoin today. I'd like to speak about a few narratives that I'm extremely bullish on this bull run. In each narrative and niche, I'd like to speak about a few top projects that I think are posed to give us the biggest, juiciest returns. With that being said, let's jump right into it.
All right, let's have a look at what we got here. Firstly, speaking of green dildos and green bubbles, well, do I need to say anything else? Green everywhere. Everything's bounced back very nicely. Again, I'm not going to spend much time on Bitcoin, so we're going to jump right into it. So if you go into CoinGecko and then go onto the categories, to start off, just explain what narratives are. Crypto is very cyclical, as in because of the way the liquidity actually flows, from Bitcoin to altcoins to the higher cap altcoins to mid caps to low cap, also flows from narrative to narrative. For example, in October, we had a start of a big gaming narrative. All the gaming coins did 100x immediately. Some of them 10x. So that was gaming. Recently in February, March, we had a massive AI and Depin, decentralized physical infrastructure narrative. And it all got kicked off with a couple of tiny little catalysts from the real world. And that was the NVIDIA report came out, and they were making a lot of money because of all the AI hype. And basically the decentralized physical infrastructure, being GPUs, are needed for AI learning, and a lot of these AI like ChatGPT and other advancements that we've been seeing in technology recently, they are very GPU intensive. So that's why NVIDIA has been doing really well, and recently it's just been killing it. It's just been an up only. I think it got to $900 on NASDAQ. Basically, these were tiny little catalysts that kicked off this AI bubble that we just had. Now, obviously, we had the meme narrative as well. It's been a crazy meme mania. So these narratives come and go, but something you can count on is that the narratives definitely come and go and come back. So what can we do this time around? Well, if you've missed that gaming narrative in October last year, and if you missed that AI narrative that we just had, start looking and picking your projects in those same narratives, because something we can count on is that those narratives will come back. This is not the end of the gaming run, and this is not the end of the AI run. For example, NVIDIA's new report is going to come out next month, and you can bet that they're going to outperform the last month's revenue. So what you want to do is anticipate these narratives and start allocating funds into the top projects that you like, depending on the teams, depending on your risk to reward and your risk tolerance. And some of the low caps, obviously the reward is higher. That's where the 100x's lie, but also you could lose all your money. What we'll do is we'll start with a few narratives. Obviously, I spoke about decentralized physical infrastructure, Depin. We'll start with that. So you can see at the top of the list, you have Filecoin. Before I start, something I want to say, and I see this a lot on a lot of the YouTube channels. If you're new in crypto, one of the advice that I can give you is that if a project has been around for years, I would stay away from them, because what happens is the older projects have lost their hype. That's one of them. So new projects always are more hyped. And secondly, your reward isn't as high as if you got in a smaller or a newer coin. I'm talking about newer coin versus an older coin mostly. For example, right now, Filecoin has been around for a while. It's sitting at $3.3 billion market cap. Render is a newer project. Again, also GPU, Depin. That's sitting at $3 billion. Render is a new project. Filecoin is an old project. I would go into Render instead of Filecoin if I was to allocate into any of them, because Render has more hype. It's the latest narrative, whereas Filecoin has been around. It's already done its thing. If you look at the price, it got last time to $177. Right now, it's sitting at $6. So I would stay away from this because it's already lived through a bull run. Now it's about to go through its second bull run. It's not going to get to $177. I will bet my house on it. Specifically, also speaking of, there's a concept of market cap and fully diluted market cap. See, when a new project is launched at the start, not all the coins are in circulating. It might be 10%, might be 20%. That's why you see the price usually run so much higher at the start, at the earlier life of a project, going to $177 here. It only got to 11, or I'm saying only, but it's impressive. It got to 11 or to $12 billion market cap. This is in 2021 bull run. If you look at the price, $177. You look at the price now, is $6. So in terms of market cap, you would think it's the same, but it's not, because if you look at the market cap, we got to $6 billion. So we're already halfway to the all-time high of a market cap, but nowhere near the halfway of the price. So it's very important to bear in mind what a fully diluted market cap versus a circulating market cap means. And that's why, for that specific reason, I try to stay away from all the projects. Try and go into the new narratives, new projects, start to learn when these circulating supplies are going to be coming into circulation, how long you have. A lot of the newer projects like Render, if you look at, and I'll teach you how to do this, you can go to Token Unlock and then you go and search for Render. You can see currently 50% is unlocked. So then you can kind of have a look and say, okay, when is the next unlock? In about 27 days, you got minuscule amount, 0.2% going into circulation. So these aren't a lot. So slowly, you're going to have a ramp up of circulation. To be honest, by the time everything comes into circulation, we're probably going to be at the end of this bull run. So this is a better project to get into, and you know that you're not going to be fully diluted yet. So you're sweet, and you're not going to have, say, 30% of it is going to be unlocked in the next month. I would stay away, because you're going to potentially have a lot of early investors dumping, selling, taking profit. Now, Render is a good project. I like it. Filecoin, look, it's a good project. I'm not against people who buy Filecoin. All I'm saying is I'm here to make money this bull run, and I'm not going to waste my allocation and my limited capital to a project from 2020, 2021 that's already gone through a whole cycle. That's my opinion, and I stick by it. By the way, probably should have said this at the start. None of the stuff I talk about on this video is financial advice. Please do your own research, and this is just for entertainment purposes. Moving on. So Render is a good one. Another Depin that I really like is Offset Cloud. They're doing cloud infrastructure. They're doing revenue sharing. They're doing staking as well. So this is a project that's been very solid. It went through a little bit of a FUD, I think, earlier this year, around, I think, March or April, and it bounced very nicely from it. I think it was here when it happened. I think it was in March, and they cleared the FUD very quickly. They're very active on X, and they're very, constant updates. They've just been solid. I'm really bullish on it. Fully diluted actually already, so that's another positive. So you don't have to worry about any, early investors dumping. If you want to know where to buy this stuff, you go to markets at the bottom here. Uniswap. It's already starting to get a bit more listings. This is one of the things I like when I see a project with potential and it's still only on dexes and slowly getting released into sexes, but not even many centralized ones that have a lot of liquidity. So once this gets released to Binance, Coinbase, you want to sell then. That's when I'll be selling. But right now, these are great prices. It's only at $130 million market cap. I think OPSEC has potential to be multi-billion-dollar market cap. So I think a 10x to 15x is not crazy to think by the end of this bull run. Always, check their Twitter, check their engagement. That's important. Another Depin that I really like on the smaller side is Node AI. This has been a solid project. Looks like it's already putting another low in. So I'm on Dex screener now. Ticker GPU. Another solid project, $166 million fully diluted as well. So again, market cap and fully diluted market cap is the same. You can come down here, always come down, check their website out, check their Twitter out, go in the Telegram, ask questions if you want. Very engaging. They're about to do a layer 1 as well. That's going to be like a hub of everything AI and GPU and Depin. I know they're in the NVIDIA program. Probably one of the most bullish projects this bull run for me. I think it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar market cap project as well. Again, we can go to markets down here. You can see it's only on Uniswap and BinJX. It's slowly getting released on sexes as well, but keep an eye out. I think they will get released on centralized exchanges. I think this will do another 20x. Easy. Maybe even 50x. But that's me being a moon boy. Moving on to AI, the best one out of everything right now is Tau or Bitensor. Can't go wrong with this project. Any AI project is remotely affiliated with Tau gets a boost because it's a beast of a project. You won't go wrong. It's at a huge dip. It got to $700. It's at the moment at $465. Look, if it gets to anywhere about $400, $418, which is basically where it's at now, I would start allocating again. So I've already bought some. So any project I speak about, I'm in at the moment as well. I'm an investor myself. Moving down to more high risk projects, a couple of them that I really like. One of them is CX, which is Chart AI, currently at $8.4 million market cap. This one recently got re-released as well because they did a contract migration, I think they did. And it's gotten hammered actually because it's a smaller project. Let's see how down it is actually. This is down 60%. This is normal for projects sub $20 million market cap. So the AI bubble happened and you can see how it's about to put a low in again. I like what I'm seeing. You can see the volume is kind of dropping here. That means sellers are out and you probably start to see the buyers start to come in. So this is as good as time as any to start buying chart AI. It's a doxed team as well. So, you know, I like to see, especially projects at these valuations, the risk is very high. I have lost money myself in a lot of projects at these prices. So firstly, do not allocate money you're not willing to lose when it comes to any project sub $10 million because, you know, you never know and you don't want to put too much money and then you lose it for whatever reason. So moving on, another good one is Web AI. Again, this thing's gotten hammered, $2.8 million. You know, this thing went to $16. It's down to 2.8. Again, it's basically broken down all the key levels, but at the same time, these projects are too young to try and do too much technical analysis on them. It's not what you want to see. I don't like that, but I still have faith in this project. I think it's a good concept. Building websites, I think, is one of those things that is going to become simpler and simpler through AI. So what they're doing, I'm still bullish on. And if I was to buy it, man, now is the best time. It's only $2.8 million. They're 10 in 20, talking 2049. If I was to buy it, I would buy it now because it doesn't get better than this. This is back to pretty much when it started. That's crazy. Again, I don't like to see that, but at the same time, good opportunity. So that's website AI. The other one is Mind AI. Mind AI, I'm very bullish on as well. I think Altcoin Daily spoke about this as well. I started to get into it here a bit early on. Didn't sell at $30. Sometimes, well, in hindsight, I wish I did, but it's holding up well at the $7-8. You don't want to see it break down, but at the same time, it could. You never know. So we might break down like we just saw in website AI. If it does, not good, but at the same time, again, I'm seeing that volume starting to drop. I think the sellers are potentially out of the markets. And another one that I really like is Build AI. And these guys continually build. That's their name is actually so accurate because I think they just launched a new website as well. Again, I think you could potentially wait, but these levels are good. Volume's dropping. It's at a discount. It's dropped massively from this craze that we just had. It's down 80%, man. Again, $2.3 million. These projects are so low cap. I'm only bringing it to you because I think there is high potential here, but at the same time, there's high risk. So please be careful. And again, don't put money you're not willing to lose in these. So that's the AI projects that I'm bullish on. When it comes to gaming, Beam is another project. It's held up pretty well, actually. Even during this dip, if you look at it, it's not that crazy down. So that's another good project on the higher cap side. Sidus, massively bullish on this. These guys are doing Launchpad as well as the gaming and Nakamoto Games. I'm invested in both of these things, and they're both on great dips. I think Sidus dropped by 50% recently, and Nakamoto Games as well. I think got to $3. These two projects definitely good. Heroes of Mavia, it's a good game. I've actually played it. Good mobile game, and it's on a massive discount now. But just be careful of the token unlocks. Katana Inu, that's one. I am so bullish on this project. Their games look amazing. The gameplay looks solid. Just reminds me of God of War, and I just think it's undervalued. $38 million. It launched at the end of last bull run, so it just dumped straight away. And I think it started as I don't even think it started as a gaming project. So they had to change the narrative. They've just gone through the bear market. They haven't seen a full bull run. You know, this is, and it's done higher highs and higher lows so far. I like it. Right now is a good time to probably DCA in again. If you look at their Twitter, they just actually recently posted a gameplay. These guys, they're just working. Every time I look at their Twitter, they're launching a new gameplay. They're launching a new character. Gameplay solid. tell you, this looks good. The only thing is, because they're called Katana Inu, I think a lot of people think it's a meme coin, but it's not. It's a very solid gaming project. Another narrative that I don't really speak about is betting. Just betting is goes so well with crypto, and the only one I'm really invested in is box bet. I'm very bullish on it. It's just chart looks amazing. I didn't even dip when Bitcoin dipped. In fact, it's just going up. I have to give you a couple of meme coins, don't I? I have to give you that. There's only one meme coin I'm gonna tell you to buy, and that's Mog coin. Man, I'm bullish on Mog. This is going to be a beast of a meme coin, and it already is a beast of a meme coin. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, we bought into it here, and this thing has been going crazy, and it's had a massive dip. If there's any project out of this whole video that I'm 100% bullish on and 100% know it's gonna do another 50x probably and gonna go to multi-billion-dollar market cap, it's at $200 million. This is gonna easily be $10 billion, $20 billion market. It's a 5x to 1 billion and a 10x to 10 billion. That is a 58. What else do you want from me? Altcoin is the only one on Ethereum that I'm bullish on. They're just everywhere on Twitter. If you watch videos of Probably Nothing guys, the vlogs that they've been doing, that's all mock coded as well. Elliot Trades talks about it. I saw Rand the man was talking about it. I mean, everyone's on Altcoin these days. It's on a dip. So if you want to buy a meme coin, this is the most solid one that I recommend you buy. And another one on Solana. This is I have to shout out one of my favorite YouTubers, Connor on Chain. He actually mentioned it the other day. This thing is primed. I mean, look at it. Look at this beautiful chart. It's just not gonna drop any further. It's looking solid, man. Retardio to $1. I think that's a good place to leave it off. Just wanted to say thank you for staying all the way to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.